Welcome to the Kani stream. Today we are playing Amulet. Good list with a single Icetill Explorer in the main deck. And the second one in the sideboard alongside the Ghost Quarter and Elvish Reclaimer to find it. So now the Belcher matchup is finally solved. And we can no longer afford to lose it. Which is very nice. My first opening hand is pretty bad on the draw, and not knowing the matchup, I should definitely mulligan it, but my opponent 5-0'd with Boros Energy. That's the only modern deck they played. They did that yesterday. We can put trust into them treating the league as a training grounds for this challenge and keep this hand, because I think in matchups where Grazer is premium, keeping it is reasonable. Grazer Explorer, just play Titan. Should go a long way. Like, pretty hard to have a better one on the draw, really. Ocelot Pride. Dobrze. Seems like we were right. Opponent kept 7. I block. Two Ocelot Prides, that's crazy. Time for 2 Explorers. Nah, he's good, 2 Explorers. Two Ocelot Prides is kind of a lot. Next turn they will probably trigger City's Blessing. They're gonna have 3 lands, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if they play anything, that second one triggers. A bit unpleasant, maybe. Kinda crazy, Jennifer Lopez wrote a song about a magic card. Yeah, and 20 years in advance as well. Don't be fooled by the lands that I've got. Icetill Explorer is dope. Can't really top deck anything that would make me go off next turn, unfortunately, so I will have to survive the next turn as well. Maybe I can with Otawara or Boseiju for bombardment, if they play it out this turn, that is. Maybe they will just play out a Flash on Grazer, maybe they'll play Moon. If they play Moon, I should have a Just Up Stop to kill it, so that my Saga progresses. Seems like Flash. They can't. Can go off too hard. Think I should play Boseiju, hold up Otawara. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to 10. Bombardment. So I just bounce the bombardment with. Yeah, that's fine. I can just bounce the bombardment. And try to win with double amulet next turn. They don't have energy, so Galvanic Discharge should not be a huge problem. They are incentivized to tap down still. I have 5 mana for Otawara thanks to Mycosynth Gardens. I could make a construct, which I think I will not do. Like, then I should have kept a Boseiju up if I wanted to do that. Which is not pointless, I guess, to do block and Ocelot Pride. Let's just take the damage. They have the bombardment. Hopefully they don't have 2, I guess. That would be brutal. And hopefully they don't have Throbbing Charm. Bouncy Bombardment. They are keeping up 2 mana, which, you know, I don't love. Two bolts. Monka. Nope. Well, that's a useful draw to an extent. Although how much? Pretty good if I can force a Trub and Charm. Oh, Primeval Titan. I have a Woodland in play. So I think if I play Primeval Titan and I get Lotus Field and Urza's Cave, it doesn't have that much, frankly, against Trub and Charm. They would be pretty hugely incentivized to hit my Saga as well, so like there's a chance they just don't have it. Just wondering what I can do. If I get a Bounce Land and a Lotus Field, I have 10 mana. If I get Bounce Land and Tolaria West, I can produce 9 and Pact again. But what for? Alright, what if I find a Lotus Field and an Urza's Cave? Crack Cave for a Bounce Land. Bounce the Lotus Field to my hand. Then I have 3, I have 7 mana. I play the Lotus Field, I go to 13. Just not enough to crack through Trap and Charm. How many cards are there? If I Mirrorpool and Bounce Land, I commit 1, 2, 3, 4. Too much mana to my Mirrorpool. Alright, I think Trap and Charm is unbeatable in this spot. I am arriving at this. Yeah, I think Trap and Charm is unbeatable. Let's just not try to beat it in. Can't find a way. It's too flexible, like in what it can do, so hoping that my opponent just doesn't have it. Well, they're fetching, so... Alright, that's like... Takes a stone off my chest in this spot. That's kind of funny. I mean, they just don't have the charms, they just... Like, I determined I just go for it anyways, right? So... It's not really that massive of a punt, because... They're like, yeah, I guess I will just let you not waste more time, Canister, let's play. I don't have it. To which I say, okay, that's fine. Don't have a Spelunking in play, which is annoying. And I cut Colossus, so winning is a bit slower in my deck right now. I have to make, what, 5 Titans? They have 30 toughness total. Kinda brutal. Yeah, 5 Titans, right? 28 total toughness. Kill him with 28 hasted analysts. That would be hell. Can go to Yemen. I'm an analyst. Get on the plane. I actually have to kind of rush. Because we are already down to 13. I was thinking in the mode of a person with a Cultivator Colossus in their deck, and I kind of forgot I cut it now, and... You know, in this spot I probably would actually go for Colossus. To play around Charm. I wish there was a way to have Colossus in my deck against Energy game 1 without drawing it against any other deck. Really. With like pre-sideboard. This would be so nice. Like pre-sideboard, but like, I don't know. I don't know how to solve that. But I don't really want it boss board, I want it game 1s. Yeah, auto stack triggers would be useful. Let me tell you that. I wonder what's like the time cost of not controlling a Spelunking in this spot. It does cost you a bunch. I think I could go twice as fast without the triggers, right? Have 5 Titans. That seems to be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 28, yes. Bro is multi-blocking. That is a lot of Colossal Dreadmoss. I agree with you. 5 Titans, I block. -2. Alright, I will keep the Icetill Explorer because I'm interested in how it functions. Maybe it's good in the matchup by any chance. Like against Molten Rains, it's not too bad. It's probably pretty bad, but we'll see. Vampire's Vengeance in. Force of Vigor in. I'm on the draw, so I will trim 2 Sagas. That GL after 20 minutes is so much PM, is it? I agree with you, actually. Isn't Boros playing more moons again? It is playing moons, yeah. Icetill Explorer doesn't help much against those, but we'll see. Maybe if they destroy any of my lands, it's gonna be nice. Should have blocked one each to steal more time. Does it not auto-assign trample damage, actually, in a spot like this? Okay. Saga? I think I actually should keep. It's not a great hand, but... Not conceding when you're dead is even more BM. Well, I mean, you aren't, right? You're only dead when your life points drop. So I have to click once per monster. In that case, they have missed the best play. Oh my god. How can you kill a god? If they kill my Saga, it's going to be a disaster. If they play Moon, it's gonna be a bit rough. Molten Rain, see? I mean, I'm fucked, but... I think I'll actually Vesuva is Sacred Foundry to have a red source. They Ragavan my Icetill. No, my GSZ. If they play an Icetill, they could find it, but they don't. How can you kill a god? What's the point of killing a Urza Saga when it's a land that dies anyways? Just wait for the 2 turns, bro. Like, this is the problem with society nowadays. Everybody just wants everything immediately. Play Boseiju so you can beat Moon. There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Holy shit, this song is a banger. How can you kill a god? An intoxicating innocence. Well, Icetill Explorer seemed pretty horrible this game, frankly. Worse than a GSZ would have. For Grazer. Speaking of, what did you put on top, my friend? Bombardment. No to jestem wyklaszczony. Is the blood token worth it over the flexibility of fire magic? I think so. Here the best one would be Pyroclasm. I think it would be pretty bad to fire magic on one. Like, the blood token is really good. But Boseiju, like, Pyroclasm boosting your 2-drop plays is also really good. It's also not that easy to actually cast a fire magic or Pyroclasm on turn 2 all that often, TBH. Easier on turn 3.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Nice t-shirt. Thank you, Mr. Chimba. I appreciate it. Also, thank you very much for the sub, Tolaria72. How am I doing today? We will see. Instant speed draft really good here. That is true. Although fire magic is also an instant, so it also like depends. But it's good if my opponent has a second Ragavan in hand. It's good if my opponent for some reason clicks the Ajani pre-combat. Sometimes they do not think about that. 2 Ajanis, WTF. They actually will click Ajani pre-combat one day. Dawaj. Use 0. O kurwa, ale cwaniak. I mean... I don't know if that was like the best way to sequence that. Maybe just attack first. Why not do that? Why not do that the other way? Well, just attack first. That's what they were supposed to do. But I guess opponents, this is my opponent's tournament finishes, they are just learning Modern and Boros Energy, so they didn't realize. Like, you need to Sometimes you just need to touch the stove to learn that it's off. Don't think ghosting, but yeah, I don't think this is like a ghosting move. I draw a bounce land and I don't have a removal. Oh, that's also good. Right, bounce land. Still, I guess I still need to draw a bounce land. They have a removal for the Spelunking, of course, and I guess I don't necessarily die next turn, depending on what's their last card. Okay, yield to all. What a choice. Awkward, not sure what to do. Let's discard Icetill Explorer. Looked really bad this game. Lotus Field. Alright, draw an Amulet and then we talking. When to cast Orm's Chant? Well, when highlighted. Icetill Explorer? Holy shit. That's true. Literally, it's literally all in the name of the card. Alright, chat, I need you to channel Amulet or Spelunking onto the top of my deck. I need your help. So I think I should Pact. Great showing from Mr. Icetill Explorer. Right, looked so bad that I kind of have no doubts anymore about the power level of the card in the matchup. They did play Molten Rain, so like I guess maybe, but a single one, not two. Even then, it's like it's 4 mana. It's still pretty expensive, pretty bad. I think we can beat Boros Energy in a natural way. Awesome hand. This is a turn-free win. I guess I need a little bit for it to be a turn-free win, but it's likely to be one. This was simply the narrow range of games where Icetill doesn't solo the game, believe. Maybe, yeah. No Ragavan, normal land of the top. Opponent mulligans to 5. Do I want a normal land of the top? I think I want a Grazer of the top. Let's go, Guide of Souls, the worst one. Ah, lucky. Forest. Amulet plus normal land. How does the normal land help? Oh, I see. Just want... Okay, I see. They took my Grazer. Oh no. The revenge of Ragavan on Arboreal Grazer. Can they go turn 1 Ragavan and turn 2 double Ragavan since Saffron Olive removed the legend rule? That's news to me. When did that happen? Would be kinda wild. You go turn 1 Ragavan, turn 2 attack, make a treasure, play second land, play 3 more Ragavans. Molten Rain, that's fine. I wanted to... Zenith for Ragavan, but that's even better. That was the worst deck you've ever seen in your life. Which one, the Ragavan one? I think I can keep the bounce line in my hand, frankly. 2 jerseys. Hello, misplaced Ginger. I am here watching the best. Hello, John Star. Long time no see, I guess. If they kill my Saga Genesis, I think that's still fine. Although if they just play Ayani and pass, then that is sort of pathetic. The joy of casting a 4 mana spell on turn 4, sacrificing 4 of your lands, and winning the game. It's a nice joy. Yield to all. Damn, new functionality on Magic Online. Somehow I have no Delirium. How is that possible? Crazy. I can fetch a Bonsland. Pick up the T-West. And I have Delirium when I sack the Saga already, so I guess that's fine. So I have 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 22, so that is 4 Titans. I think I will for sure block the Titans, yes. Imagine if Titans didn't have trample, would change nothing for paper, but everything for MTGO. Holy shit, that's true. I hope they never errata Titan to not have trample. Whoa, watch the clock. Holy shit, thank you Mr. Chimba for making me pay attention to the clock. I was about to not pay attention to it. But then your help was invaluable. Oh, it's taking priority from me now. Awesome. True fighter. Yield to all button is new, yeah. It doesn't really help much with Amulet because the issue is stacking tons of abilities and you still cannot stack tons of abilities. So unfortunately it is nice that it's there, but it's not a big deal for Amulet. Well fought, GG, WP. Okay. Opponent spotted 4 days ago playing mono green brute scale comp all. What an awkward situation in this hand. I think I'll keep it anyways, but oh wow. Since I'm on the play, can you spot the awkwardness, chat, I guess? Well, the awkwardness is that I play Boseiju turn 1 and I play an Arboreal Grazer. But I can't put Vesuva into play, which is my top land. So I can't guarantee playing the Spelunking on turn 2. Because if I Vesuva, Boseiju, Legend Rule kicks in. So I have to put in the Urza's Cave, and if I miss on an untapped land, then I can Spelunking. On turn 2, potentially slowing me down. Indian, Atlantic, Pacific, Arctic. Holy shit, that's good. You should make your own connections. Beers SC. Then we could call it Easy Connections. Urza's Saga into Blade of the Blood Chief. Seems like brute scale, indeed. Vicious Bauble, that's new. Alright, let's draw an untapped one, chat. One time. Untapped land, please. Would go a long way. Like hooey. Let's copy Saga? Maybe that's wrong. Don't want to play out an analyst, I think it doesn't do anything. Mostly. No nie. Oh nie. I'm going to miss out and lose on turn 3. Because of that stupid Vesuva. No, I will not. Awesome. Sometimes lucky, actually.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Hey Kanista, I played with you in Dual Commander League but you weren't streaming. Did you enjoy the format this much?
I was hoping it's not going to leak. But I guess you did. I was hoping that not everybody will necessarily know that I played a Dual Commander League for my own leisure in my own time. But I did, it was pretty fun. Although after playing 2, I kinda felt like I need a break from the format because the games can be pretty lengthy. Yeah, I did stream a Dual Commander League with an Azusa deck. It was, I think, Tuesday? I don't have Delirium. What if I sack Saga? I do. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, the Ketchamos deck. That was extremely interactive. Should I bring Icetill Explorer against Brute Scale? Let's find out. How many basics in Brute Scale though? Like, they probably play a bunch. As a monocolor deck, effectively. Not that many. Wow, this is a build with 2 Urza Saga and Tethered Cruel Captain. Four Forest, yeah, seems like a bad matchup for that. I want Reclaimer. Sounds pretty bad. But I guess for hard testing purposes, we're gonna go to 64 and try all of those out. Is it normal for you to not board down to 60? It's fairly normal, but it's typically in the spirit of hard testing. Because when I get to play with more cards in my deck, more various effects, then I get to see more various effects in practice. And I think ideally you should board to 60 cards. Like, you should have a plan. If you sit down and prepare your deck list for a tournament, you should have a plan that boards down to 60. Or rather boards to a regular normal 60 card deck. That should be your goal and your aim. But it is not always the case for my lists and challenges, so sometimes I just bring in a bunch of cards and see which stick. How are the modo changes? Did they make piloting Amulet easier? Not really. It's a yield to all option on the stack, which is convenient if you have a big stack and you want to resolve it but still have priority afterwards. So that does come up, but it's not a huge help. What would be a truly huge help would be to... That's a good draw. I know. What would be a truly huge help would be a stack all button, which would stack all of the abilities that you have not placed on the stack yet, because that's truly the bottleneck with Amulet, timing-wise. Oh wow, Monk's Opal. You can play the Brute Scale now? Rumble? What's the heuristics for boarding out Grazers? I seem to never cut them because I always think I want to put lands into play. So, basically, they chose Forest, okay. I cut Grazer when Grazer doesn't block well. And when I have alternative cheap cards to replace Grazer with that are better, Grazer just goes. So against Brute Scale, Dismember is better than Grazer because it's better to slow them down to your level rather than it is to try to ramp to raise them. And basically, like in most post-board games, Grazer is gonna be weaker. Because the game is gonna be more grindy, card advantage will matter more, and Grazer is card disadvantage. Unless Grazer blocks well. Can't play the Ouphe, that's kinda sad. 9 mana. Let's prevent Mirrorpool from happening. How is Icetill going? Also, what's with the Elvish Reclaimer you're seeing in the sideboards? What's that for? Elvish Reclaimer is basically a good friend with Icetill Explorer. Icetill Explorer so far been okay for me yesterday a little bit. It was not great today yet. Like, Basically, Elvish Reclaimer kind of combos with Icetill Explorer. It lets you find your Ghost Quarter more often, and then Icetill Explorer is going to shine against Belcher and or Tron. Although more so against Belcher than against Tron, because Belcher matchup is a bit slower. Tron is just aiming for a turn 3 Tron. This is a turn 4 win, it should be, yeah. Guess I'll be Scapeshifting with 3 lands. Scapeshift with 3 lands, then I Titan, and I can copy a Titan. You love Icetill, so you really want this to work. Lol. The main deck one is probably a bit goofy and too goofy in the long run. I did 5-0 with the build that's like that was going super hard on Icesteals, but it did feel like a worse deck than normal Amulet. And Ghost Quarter is only good against a few decks, really. Did you find the Brute Scale? Flash Raker, that's fine. 2 Scapeshifts, that's useful.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Mr. Streamer didn't lose yesterday, so now everyone knows that Icetill is the truth. No point in trying to hide it now, frown.
Oh no, I spent 2 Crumbling Vestiges already. Killer switch, such is life sometimes. Yes, I know, Reclaimer can ramp us for +1 extra mana. So if I get 3 Crumbling Vestiges, then I go to 6 mana. I Scapeshift. I get Lotus Field, Bounce Land, Tolaria West with 2 floating. I sack the Lotus Field to grab a Lotus Field. So I think that's exactly 9. If my math is correct. Holy shit, yield to all? That's an awesome function right here. Whoa. Did I click on all 3? I think so. I think it never happened to me that I failed to click on a land with Scapeshift, but I'm always scared that's gonna happen. Pięć, 6, 7, 8. Reclaimer? I barely knew her. Reclaimer is very strong this game, sort of. Not really. Well, kinda strong maybe. It possibly prevented Emrakul, and I guess it did ramp me for 1 extra mana. Just convenient. Icetill Explorer would be horrible this game, would be way too slow to matter. Oh yeah, the blade is triggering. So many lands. Opponent understood that from this point it's going to be trivial for me to win. I don't know, Chad. Is this a keep? I don't know. Could actually lose to Blood Moon. It's a turn 3 win. Could be a turn 2 win if I draw an untapped land in my first draw step. I am weaker to Static Prison then, but what makes you hesitate? Humor. I was kidding, and this was great. You move to 6. Mr. Gingeros. No, Summoner's Pact. Okay, Guide of Souls. Guide of Souls. Okay. Mirrorpool in my hand, that's not great. Well, it's not a turn to kill, I think, with the Mirrorpool in my hand. Drawing the Lotus Field seems not to help. By Lotus Field, Titan, T-West, Grove Chamber. I have 2 mana left over from the Lotus Field. Cast Titan, 2 mana in my mana pool. Add 6, go to 8, spend 4. Go to 4. Put Mirrorpool into play, tap for 5th mana, untap. Copy Titan. Attack with 2 out of the 3 Titans. Sounds good. I think it adds up. Although I can loop this turn. I'm getting kind of confused because I keep thinking that my opponent has conceded. Because there's 2 buttons here, because typically there was just one okay button, and then if your opponent conceded there was more buttons. So I'm thinking, oh, they scoop. But that's actually not the case. Spend 4 for my mana pool. 5 seems good. Well, I also have Icetill Explorer. It sounds worse though. I still Johnny from the block. Would actually lose to Solitude. Dodged. Icetill Explorer. Ace the tokens, so if villain has a static prison now, they have to remove the real one. Oh no, no more Simic Chamber. No forests. No? What do I need forests for? I just realized that my deck somehow has only 3 Explorer, which feels really off. And it's like kinda weak, but I think worth keeping. Ginger has the nuts with Ragavan turn 1 though. Well, I think the third Pact is just absolutely unnecessary and like it just not something I'm ever interested in. The star of the show itself. I can easily replay the lands once my opponent... Once we get there, we can easily replay the Saga. Basically. We direct discarded Goblin Bombardment and Ragavan. Makes sense. What am I eating? It was chicken breast with spices and French fries from the freezer, which is a simple yet filling meal. And I guess I'm not eating anymore as I'm done, but what's that? Explore? Oh no. This card is useless. Looks like the peak gaming session is a bit compromised. What do you mean? It's supposed to happen after the challenge, and we can still, regardless of the results of this match, we can meet with Ginger in the finals. I thought we agreed to both auto drop. Oh yeah, in that way. Fair, fair. But then the criteria was changed to doing it after the challenge. But I guess yes. It's gonna be a bit slower perhaps. After much deliberation, he attacks me for 6 damages and takes my Amulet of Vigor. That would be a good draw. That would have been a good draw for sure. It's still 4 cards in hand, kinda spooky. Seasoned Pyromaster. Alright, a Vampire's Vengeance would be quite nice as well. Which card is stronger in general? Discuss. Seasoned Pyro or Fable of the Mirror Breaker? Johnny in Guide of Souls? Whoa, that's crazy. Fable is more powerful in general, that's crazy. But I guess perhaps true. Plays a Johnny. This draw is Sweeper, I couldn't even say it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We didn't have time to play the Explorer. I'll strike when he fetches for a Survey land. Guide of Souls goes to the graveyard. So do all of your monsters. My friend. Puts Orim's Chant into their graveyard. Would do the same. Will winning the challenge impact the peak gaming? Well, maybe. As in, I'll be more excited during the gaming. If I get chanted in response into Blood Moon, I could die. Nice strike, Canadian Canister, but the Polish Canister reigns supreme. I couldn't put it better myself. Icetill Explorer, so good this game, by the way. Giga relevant. Let me mill my Tolaria West before I get to fetch it to make sure that I get absolutely wrecked. Is that sarcasm? It was pretty bad. Didn't really contribute. I'm not getting Tolaria West, I will just that. Boseiju and Otawara now. Holy shit, 2 monsters, DOT. Oi, oi, oi. Sure. Icetill is impressive. I fear Big Titan has gotten 4 cards larger. Yeah, it's like a never-ending growth for Big Titan, only getting larger and larger. Primeval Titan, Primeval Titan, Primeval Tit, Primeval Titan, Primeval Titan, Primeval Titan, Primeval Tit.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Peak.
Peak. Well, peak gaming. At some point. Turn 4 win. I mean, obviously that's too slow. How you know you're not interested if you never played one? Well, doesn't seem like it's conflicting. Turn 4 kill is actually pretty weak. I should mulligan to a turn 3. Not skipping this either. Are you interested in eating shit? Holy shit. Yeah, that's a good analogy. Hugo Fretas, always playing Storm. Ready to ruin my day. At least I'm on the play, but I will have to play with 5 cards. It does make sense not to want to play Spider-Man set if it's going to be a worse set and it's gonna cost more. And also there's gonna be no redemption, so the cards will be worthless online as well. Right? Similar to Final Fantasy. How much is Final Fantasy the set? On MTGO, not much. We're playing at an LGS fair. Through the Omen Paths. Buy 140, sell 201. Crazy. Are there still redemptions on MTGO? For sure, yes. Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy full set, 20 tickets. Meanwhile, Final Fantasy Play Booster actually more expensive on Magic Online than a regular booster. It's kind of crazy. Full set, 20 tickets, holy fucking shit. Adder Drift, 8 tickets? Ketramos, 4 tickets. Stock Up, 3 tickets. The rest, worthless. You opened MTG Companion and saw Spider-Man on splash screen, which was the final straw, so you sold your collection. Okay. Bloomborough, 24 tickets. March of the Mushroom, the Aftermath. Buy 2 tickets, sell 4. Let's fucking go. March of the Machine, the set. Buy 0.6 tickets, sell 2 tickets. Chad, you can get an entire set for $1. Well, $2 and I bet. The redeem thing has been a scam. Why is it a scam? Hugo Fretas finally mulliganed. Oh, we can play turn 2 Icetill and turn 3 win. No, I can't keep enough cards in my hand for it to make sense. I have to put back the Pact. Let me think. You have to pay VAT and shipping costs. Well, such is life. I mean, people did that, so I guess it's somewhat worthwhile. I think I should keep Grazer, Amulet, Explorer and just try to play a turn 2. No, I can't even play a turn 2 Explorer. That doesn't even function. I don't have GG canister. So I should put back the Explorer. Then I can win if I draw an Amulet. I mean, that's a fine hand. Typically, like, it's not bad. Can this deck win from a mul to 3? It's quite rough. I won from a mul to 4 on turn 3 a few weeks ago. It's not great. Opponent is stroking a dredge. Yeah, if you mul to 3, you can't keep a hand that does anything quickly. Any point to playing out my Grazer? Not really. Does it change anything if I play it? Any top decks? Scapeshift maybe? Doesn't matter if I Scapeshift, right? Yeah. Alright, whatever. Can just keep it in my hand. Skibidi pum pum pum. What do I even do if I Scapeshift? Holy shit, Artist Talent? We live. Cycle Bowl EOT, try to win. Points on 4 cards only. The Artist Talent is not looking so great. Is he gonna level it up? Raul? Sure. I have the bubble. Raul Ritual, jedziemy no. Dobrze, dobrze. He's gonna see a bunch of cards, but only 2 cards in his hand and he can't Ultral. So how bad could it really be? He does flip Ral instantly, which makes sense. Because a Reckless Impulse discards the last card being a land. This is very unlike Hugo Fretas. Typically he always just has the nuts and I die. He ditched Passion Past in Flames. I probably lose next turn, but not this one. Ritual? Discard Rents Resolve, so we're just looking to level, I guess, or rip another Ritual for a Past in Flames. Okay, another Rents Resolve. Okay, there's another Rents Resolve in the graveyard. I did not notice. Monomorphose, so another 2 looks for a Ritual. No, this is Hugo Fretas. He's gonna fucking top deck a Ritual and kill me now. of the Manamorphose. 2 draws. Palakut's Awakening? Maybe not. Vexing Bauble actually did his job. The Rara would have flipped and killed me. Now villain needs 2 rituals in hand. Seems like they... okay. We do get to untap. I have to convert that into a win. Which is maybe not trivial. I need to draw something good. Should I Pact upkeep? I mulliganed, right? So I have 2 Thinkers in my graveyard, so not quite. Okay, I did not draw. Kill Ral and Boseiju the talent. The talent I can even Otawara. I guess I can just do that, yeah. Because he flipped Ral, so Ral is dead now. Funny. I can play another Ral next turn, right? Well, if he has a ritual, then he can convert that, but he was struggling. Like, he has 1 card in hand, no ritual inside. Ral on board is a ritual in itself. Well, I killed this one. They played the ritual. They played it out, so they spent 2 mana. They need a ritual afterwards. Passing memes in hand? No, it's in the graveyard. What is it? You have no knowledge about passing flames in hand. So I think I will save the Grazer in my hand. Next turn it can actually produce a lot of mana. Just trying to think if I can win next turn easily. I'll have to get a Bonslan and a Tolaria. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, but there is not gonna be any Lotuses in there. I guess I can end the turn with a bounce land in my hand. Is that gonna help? Then next turn I pay for the Pact. So this turn I go Vestige, Pact, Titan, get Gruul Turf, haste. Bounce back a Simic Chamber. Attack Ral. Then I have to spend the Grazer to also bounce the talent. Which means that next turn I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9 mana. I spent 5 of it. Then no, if I Boseiju, my opponent gets another land. It's a suitable land. That's way too bad. Makes it way too easy for them to... makes it way easier for them to win, doesn't it? Because then they go Ral, a single ritual. They have 5 mana. So they can cast the Passing Flames and they can start flashing back their graveyard. Boseiju here is horrible. There's a chance that maybe I am supposed to just not Otawara this, but I think I should. Just gonna push my opponent in a really rough spot. Keep Otawara open. So, well, okay, with the Grazer I could keep Otawara open, right? Crumbling Vestige Titan. Can keep it open, but that's a bad play. How so? I mean, for sure I lead on Crumbling Vestige. And I summon Respect for a Titanos. Don't have the green to play Grazer and replay Bounce. No, I can find a way. So if I get Gruul Turf and Hanweir right now, I float a green, I bounce a bounce, I play the Grazer, put a bounce land into play, then I hold 2 mana up, +2 from the Grove Chamber, searched alongside Otawara. But is it even good? Because then I'll have... then what do I do next turn? Because we do need to win next turn, chat. Like, my opponent would need to have 2 rituals, and they didn't have a ritual in hand, so it's kind of impossible for them to win, I think. There's no chance they have a ritual in hand right now, is there? There is. They discarded a card, they cast a last spell. And they drew. But I think the Grazer might be crucial next turn to winning. To looping. I think I have to make a decision, so I guess I'll start clicking. So I wanted the bounce down in my hand, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next turn, pay 4. I have 4 mana. I have a bounce land. I can copy Lotus Field from the graveyard to start looping with Analyst. It's a bit tricky. Well, I have to spend a Grazer to have a bounce land in my hand, right? Because that doesn't work otherwise. I think, like, feels to me like the odds that they have a possibility to actually do anything to me is kind of low. So I should keep the Grazer. Oops. And Deeps can be a bounce land after I sacrifice 1 to a Lotus Field. Yeah, that was another crucial part of it. Piratic Ritual, Monka. Okay, we're looking for 2 rituals in free cards. Monka. I guess that's a way. We flipped Past in Flames. Ritual. No, yeah, that's enough. Fuck me. Alright, I fucking died. Typical Hugo Fretas. I should have then kept the Otawara for the RAL in that case. Because I did not see that they kind of needed not too much from the glimpse. Yeah. And then I would just need to top deck something in this spot, right? I would not have the Grazer, but I mean, even without the Grazer, I would be fine, right? I attack, pay 4 mana. I would be able to activate Analyst. Okay. Don't you need to fetch T West? Well, next turn I need to. I guess I only loop to like post combat, which is awkward against Storm, yeah. Technically. I guess you actually kind of still lose to Storm if they have enough rituals. And how many basics in Storm? 4 Mountain. How often does Hugo miss? He did kind of miss on turn 3. Still like the play because you wouldn't be able to kill the turn after anyway, and they still have the RAL. I think I would be able to kill the turn after. Pay for Pact. Chat. Pay for Pact. Attack. Get Tolaria West. And Lotus Field. Sacrifice 2 tapped Bones lands. Play Echoing Deeps as a Bones land. That's 11 mana. I get back the lands, and then like the question is what next, right? Which is actually not a given because I analysted and I kinda that's all I did. So I get back 2 bounce lands, Otawara, Tolaria West, which I guess is far from being guaranteed victory. And the Grazer would make it easier. Alright, Icetill. You get removed. Hugo Fretas. Ty kurwa stormiarzu. 65 cards. How do I even sideboard against Storm? It's so impossible. Well, the Grazer was spent in that scenario. Killer switch. Okay, I managed to board into a 62 card deck. I don't know if that deck is any good though. Otawara to put Grazer / Titan in hand, so I didn't have enough mana for that. Not easily. I guess if my analyst milled really well, perhaps. Sure. I think I lead on Echoing Deeps. Play Amulet. Next turn we get the most hateful permanent against Storm that there is. Elvish Reclaimer. I could keep up a Dismember, but I think this might be more valuable on a future turn. WTF, why are we hating on Storm? Because I lose to Storm a lot. Fuck Storm, yeah. Well put, Alp. Strong words, but it needed to be said. When do you board in the Reclaimer? Right now. And when Ghost Quarter is good. And in grindy matchups, but I'm not sure what it does in grindy matchups. It's probably pretty bad. Am I playing Nathan's list from the last 32 challenge? No, I'm playing the canister list from the last Modern 64 challenge. You have a Trinisphere in your Titan sideboard? That is the best tool against Mr. Storm. Strike it rich and Rens resolve. Rens resolves. You have a Torpor Orb up your ass. Funny. But also puzzling. Doesn't seem like I can Titan this turn. I have one desire since I was born. Hugo, what's going on? It's turn 4, you did nothing? Well, you have 7 cards in hand and you're gonna Autumn chant me. So maybe I shouldn't try to be so smart. Ethan. What do I do? Ethan. I think it's Mycosynth actually. Copy Amuleto. Untappo. Perform the Saga trick for Giga Card advantage. Holy shit. Yeah, that's well put. Orange Chant. Dobra, się kurwa nie zesraj, nie? Powiedziałem, że to powiesz. I knew it was coming, so I'm not surprised. Now, can you combo through Soul Guide Lantern, Vexing Bauble, Dismember, and Boseiju? Hugo Fretas says, yes, of course, why wouldn't I? Which I say, fuck, there. Yeah, I cast Metamorphose in response, then I cast 5 rituals. Orim's Chant. And Ral. Oh no. The package. Can I cast the Rens Resolve? Why is it exiled? No, siedzi co? Co tu zrobić? I mean, I don't know. Seems not trivial to win. 4 cards in hand. It was exiled by Lantern, of course. Thank you for the reminder. Why are we casting the Strike Dredge? Will you remove my Vexing Bauble after flipping your stupid Ral? What? Looking for Prismatic Ending? Won the flip. Ral flips. Next treasure. Okay, plus Ral. Are we passing? Today ritual? Monomorphos. Bruh, not even decks with meaningful interaction can beat this. I mean, it seems like my interaction actually stopped my opponent from doing stuff so far. So I would say that the meaningful interaction actually is kind of helping us beat this. Canister wins. Bruh, not even decks with meaningful interaction can beat this. Kek W. I'm mega convinced that Storm deck isn't the #1 deck because the Storm Cabal throws away games to lower winning percentages. It's a good thing to say with this on screen. Yeah. Alright, Reclaimer. That was impressive, actually. Up 13 1-mana cards on the draw. Are you playing Amulet at the PT? I probably would, but I'm not qualified for the PT. Best deck in Modern is Belcher. XD. That's what many say, but then you ask a person to play Belcher and they never actually want to. They're like, no, bro, I'm not in the mood to play Belcher now. Give me a break. I am also that person. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, Barczek. Sounds like you with Amulet. Well, I play Amulet, so it doesn't make sense. Shouldn't Wizards just let you in because you are the best control player? The fact that I am not on the PT is the ultimate proof that there is something wrong with the system. Yes. Oh, I mean, I can dismember a Ral. Sounds too bad. I think like this is a bit too bad. Alright, I guess I'll keep. What a weird hand. They're both on sex. Sex cards. Saga. Do I want to play the Saga out? Maybe I want to play a bit slow this game. I think I do. Maybe I even want to make constructs. Both you and Dom aren't playing. Where are the Amulet top 8s? Is House of Memes MTG qualified for this one? He did qualify for a PT, but I think it was for a later one. Portal OST? It is not Portal, it's Celeste. I pitch Spelunking or Explore? Should I pitch? Maybe let's start with that. I think yes. Pitch Explore. Explore is pretty bad here, yeah. Well, the issue of Spelunking is that it's not castable. I wanted to keep up the Dismember though. Dobra, jebut, kurwa. Destroy. 2 for 1 myself. If I keep the Spelunking, it's possible I can use Urza's Saga to find Vexing Bauble. Ral. Sits. Simic Growth Amber. Not ideal. How good is a construct? I think it's potentially quite alright. 3 damage per turn. Probably not really fast enough, but... Wait, passing? How good is that construct? It might just be not good at all. It does slow me down a bunch. Like, if it was 2 constructs, then maybe, but a single one? I don't know, chat. We have a bunch of redraws when we need to. We can cycle the Lantern, the Spelunking, Vexing Bauble. Seems like a Titan is needed. A construct will not be getting there on time. Well, that's good. I can make 2 constructs. That's gonna be probably way faster. If this Vexing Bauble and Soul Guide Lantern are good enough to keep me afloat. Land for a turn, I forget. That's fucked up. Cast Ritual. Why? Why did he cast it? Or was it exiled? I see. I don't know. Feels like villain could be sitting on a whole bunch of Orim's chance. And I'm not really speeding anything up. Too meaningfully. Why doesn't Azax play 4 Orim's chance? Is he stupid? Is flipped Ral? Cast a Ritual? Wish.com. That is fucked up. Does he have anything great like Meltdown? Glimpsed Impossible? Lepterens Resolve, Past and Flames. Exile opponent's JY. Bro, if you combo off from this spot, then this game is unfair. Guess I can F6 now. Guess to Wish. Hi, Wish.com. For a 2-drop? This game is unfair for sure. Yeah. It sure is. Is there any indication on Magic Online if he already cast his Wish card? Or is it just impossible to know if you do not very closely keep up with your opponent's hand size? Which is kind of hard to do, and the exile zone is a bit of a mess against Storm as well. Like, there you have a bunch of cards exile and you don't know shit. It does seem like he wished for glimpse, because he did spend the last card from his hand now, which he wouldn't want to do. And I don't know what I don't know what's glimpsed anymore. Can be cast until the end of your next turn. And Ruby Medallion. Seems like those are the only available cards. Alright, bro, are you dying to my constructs? No cards in hand. Fetch. Empty the Warrens. Oh, kurwa. Don't have that much time, but we win. Although Hanweir is in my hand, which is annoying. Yes, all lag. Wait, do we win? Another amulet doesn't help much. Don't have time to think too much. Analyst. Oh no. I'm fucking dead to those goblins now. Is that because I skipped a land drop earlier? Not quite, but somehow, somewhat. Deals 2 damage. Only 5 mana after sucking bubbles. 5 mana? I count 4. What a way for this game to go. Holy fucking shit. Right, Pact, help me. You can't help me. Well, I would have a woodland in play. So I guess it makes no difference. I guess the second bauble kinda killed me. If I fetched a amulet over that, I would have won. 26 goblins. So it seems like villain didn't wish for the glimpse because they cast the goblins, so that had to be from the sideboard, right? Wow. What a game that was. Kind of wild. Kind of an interesting match for a storm match. Often you just die on turn 2, you can do anything, but here a lot of things happened. You will lose to time now, lol. Well, I lost to... you know, 26 goblins as well. Turn 3, Spelunking, and then turn 4 Analyst Loop. Sure. A bit slow, but on the play I can keep that. Play Forest, pass. Have you ever played Lotus Field accidentally on turn 1 as your first land of the game, chat? While playing either Pioneer Lotus Field or any other deck with Lotus Field in it? I'm always kind of scared that's gonna happen. It never does happen. Oh, Tormod script. Annoying. Interesting to play the land first. I guess you want Saga mostly. Wszystko kurwa schaty sprzedam. Kinul jak u tabalugi. I was spelunking and put the coin deeps into play. Should I? I think so. Just gain 4. And how do I beat the Tormod script next turn? Doesn't seem that trivial. Knuckle Emissary into Ornithopter. Into Mishra's Bauble. Are we holding up a rebuke, I guess, is my question. Preferably not, but if they do, they can make a construct at the very least, so... Kind of nice. Bo przycinam jak nożyczki. Any benefit to fetching Vexing Bauble? Do I get a cycler? Since I need to probably try to untap. Probably. Did we get Hugo Fritas at game 2? We did win game 2, but game 3, Hugo Fritas got us. Are we rebuking? Nope. If they want to bounce, they need to spend their bomb, they don't make a construct. Seems worth to force it. Sure. So I could put a Grazer into play to be sure that I don't die. How many artifacts they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It really seems impossible to die, though. The GSZ might be more useful next turn. Although, will it be? Because having more mana might actually also be helpful. I think it's actually helpful to have more mana. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana next turn. Titan can fetch Bounce Land Boseiju to hit their Tormod script. Which is gonna leave me with not really enough mana, but maybe if I draw Bounce Land or if I draw Bounce Land or Boseiju or something else, possibly Scapeshift. This would be helpful to have an extra mana, possibly. They would needle my Boseiju. Shadow Spear, really. Podcast. Really? Shadow Spear is the best they've got? I guess it makes some sense with the construct. Holy shit, we got them. Vexing Bauble OP. Alright, so that they are tapped out. Well, they could play Monks, of course, and hold up a rebuke that way. After all, the entire reason why Affinity decks are a thing is Mox. Well, they can, I have Vexing Bauble, actually. Holy shit. Ooh, that's... hello. Okay. Did you like how Chaperon Solive tweet about how legendary rule should be get ridden off? Can you link it? I've not seen it, but I think legend rule is kinda cringe, honestly. And like especially the fact that you can't clone monsters in the game, like why? I think I should summon Analyst first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does that make sense? I think you should be able to copy legends. You might give opponent mana for rebuke if you Boseiju. That's what I'm thinking about, yes. I found a way. It would ruin the game. If you could play multiples of a legend. I mean, I don't know. I think it's more like edge cases where it actually matters. I think the like legend rule actually is kind of an edge case rule. Imagine turn 2 for Ragavas in play. Yeah, that's stupid, but like, is that really Like, whose fault is that? Legend rules or Ragavans? Yeah, someone was like, opal, 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 4-drop. Well, this is kind of stupid, like that specific interaction, but... Could also argue that magic is bigger than its stupidest cards. Where's my Vesuva? Here. Chill like that. Hmm. Whoops. Fuck, I don't loop anymore. Messed up. I ran out of mana. I should have made more mana because I only have one Spelunking, so I am kind of like looping by the edge of the seat. I loop like that. I loop like that. All right, whatever then. Can you deal 20 to me? Hopefully not. I did have the loop available, but I did like it was like a pretty narrow loop, and I only produced a little mana each iteration, and it would take a while to repeat it a few times. So whatever. Opponent is gonna hit me for 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, and then it's gonna be fine. Did opponent accidentally shock themselves? No, no. It looks like as if they did. Because the Steam Vents taps, but then it's instant taps immediately. But they didn't actually shock themselves. The damage was 6 damage from the Titan. I miss Mr. Colossus already for faster wins on MTGO, frankly. It's kind of a pain. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Oh, holy shit. One, two, three, 4, 5. So I have exactly 18. Spider Sense is not legal yet. What is Spider Sense gonna be called even? No nie, no kurwa, co? Sing into Stupor, Otawara? Bro is being giga annoying. For no reason. Bunch of fighters today. There was a lot of clock damage. A significant clock damage count. At least 3 Titans is enough. Alright, easy win, but I have to restart Modo to stand a chance in the match. This is Risk of Rain, it's beautiful rain from Super Danganronpadva OST. Vintage Championship Week, playing the Saturday finals. I would love to. Actually, no, I don't care much to play in it. Thinking about it more. Against Affinity, I want Force of Vigor. Then one Vexing Bauble, one Collector Ouphe. Care less about Grazers. Maybe Scapeshift a bit according to their ever-present Tormod scripts. Icetill Explorer looking bad. I want sex. Sometimes sex is useful, not that often. Block Slopters. Let's have sex for the lulz. And let's rumble. This hand is too weak. Let's mulligan. This hand is a bit weak, but I keep. I need to draw an amulet, basically. Sex without purpose is nothing. That's so true, John Star. so true. Mox Opal. Are we Blood Mooning? Nice, nice. Well played. Okay, Boseiju. Halfway there. Not cracking the Mycosynth Bauble. Maybe casting a 4-mana Monitor. Okay. It's very annoying that the Saga doesn't have the ability to produce mana, so not sure if I should play it. Podcast, not good, not good. More Memnites to trigger the Emissary. Alright, so now they attack me to 17, then they attack for 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, I guess I die next turn. Okay, I see, I get it now. Maybe Force of Vigor saves me, but luckily I did not draw it. Let's cut Icetill Explorer and let's bring in the Reclaimer, like it can help with Moon a little bit. By fetching basics if I get it into play before. Sounds a bit goofy, but we'll see. Too weak. Kocham deki, co jedyne co umiem to obstać Moonem albo tuńczykiem jebanym śmiecie. No +1 barczek to jest taki sort najgorszy deków. We both multi-5. This hand has a plan. I definitely won the constructs this game. Our plan is to ride the cock collector for the win. Yes. The shame Ouphe turns off whatever artifact we are planning on fetching, does it? Ouphe versus 2 drones. 1, 2, 3, 4. They could podcast. Kocham deki, co jedno co miałem, to jedno combo i składałem się jak pudełko po zapałkach od 3 majnowych odpowiedzi. No pudełko po zapałkach to tak nie składa się aż tak łatwo, więc to jest dobra właśnie do amuletu porównanie. Holy fuck. Is that a capichon? Seems like it. Maybe I should have copied the Saga this turn. I probably should have copied the Saga. Seems actually better. Because the constructs are not really gonna be winning. Like, I don't need them. Definitely copy was better. Oj, kurwa, no, jeszcze mnie pokara, co? Wiadomo, wiadomo. Not guaranteed to have artifacts for the Kappa, though. Ob. But I guess if they play 2-0 drops twice in a row, I die. Well, here comes the first one. Fuck me. Dios mío. Bo. Oj, oj, bo. Okay. That's a good draw. Do you have Rebuke? You might have Rebuke. Well, at least they countered this. For not much reason. Alright, Char, we die to an artifact. Sure, that's fine. Fuck, that's not fine. I did not notice that. I looked at their exile, they didn't seem to have it. Maybe I was mistaken. Horrible play, not copying the Saga in this spot, so bad. Good thing I made the constructs, like, really useful. Hello, yellow hatters. Good time to raid. This hand is actually alright. You're gonna make a construct and then we're gonna replay the Sagas. Might be a bit weak. Put Mulligans to 6. So Grazer into Saga. MTG, no. You don't like MTG? That's crazy, chat. Sometimes you surprise me. Good thing you enjoy watching the game. But I like you. Damn, thank you. Point goes Arid Mesa Pass. Will they storm me or browse energy me with no one drop? Point Mulligan to 6. And they fetch a Steam Vents. Lightning Bolt. Well, Arid Mesa Steam Vents would make me think a Wrath of the Skies deck, which would be kind of horrible if it happened against this opening, but Fiery Islet, this is prowess, right? Yeah. Siemaneczko is way less formal than Siema. It's very casual. Siemaneczko chat. No Missy Gate Lucky. It's prowess, so there's no Wrath of the Skies in their deck. Five cards in my opponent's hand. I could die next turn. Is it Vexing Bauble time? Can counter their +2/+2 extra baubles. I'll have 2 amulets next turn anyways. What's gonna be my mana situation? I will play Vestige into Gardens this turn. The next turn I get Amulet, copy. And I'm not guaranteed to have Titan mana, but I will cycle the Bauble. Which probably cycling is kind of better actually. You're ordering food delivery, what should you get? What are you in the mood for? I suggest tikka masala. Alright, milled over my Summoner's Pact, which is kind of bad. Kind of the nightmare scenario with Icetill Explorer, really. You can do magic. Go shopping and cook something up, you lazy ass. Well, how do you know they are lazy? Maybe Malignonium just has a very important, you know, bunch of things to do. No, fuck you. Damn, that's a good response, honestly. No, I am lazy. Okay. It's good. It's good to be honest. Kind of crazy to think that expressive iteration used to be the bee's knees in the format and kind of like an incredibly strong tool that used to beat everyone. It's banned in 2 formats. Yeah, it's banned in Legacy. That's so funny. Rashko, that does sound a bit sad if you put it this way. One has a lightning bolt. Will it target my construct or my head? Hopefully the construct. Oh no, they are too smart. They know the construct doesn't matter. I draw Grazer, not bad, but also not particularly good. And GSZ Zenith. Amulet copy, 2 mana, play Vesuva, 5 mana, Grazer. Could also just get a Titan. Is that good enough? Probably is. This is in my hand though. Is that an issue? Yeah, it kind of is. What is Icetill for? It's for the grindy matchups. It's pretty bad. At times, but pretty explicitly great in some others. You're playing Icetill and Azusa Dual Commander? Yeah, that was inspiring, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do I do with a Titan? You can't copy and Titan, right? That is a bit of an issue, yeah. I think I should maybe play the Battlements first and see if I melee bounce land. The issue is that Titan doesn't really do much for me. And I think if I play the Battlements, that's a good middle ground. And lets me get lucky. Milch Spelunking, horrible. Prowess is not good at defending. Wondering if we should have just made a construct? No way. Has Icetill done anything? Not quite, no. Shouldn't have played a Saga? Why? I would prefer the Hanweir in play, I think. Just in case I need to use it. The Saga is not important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could Grazer in the Vesuva now, and if I melee bounce land, I can still go off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The issue is that I spend a Grazer to do that. An alternative play is to play Vesuva, copy Vestige, GSZ for Titan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Titan fetches Simic Grove Chamber and Otawara. I bounce back Simic Grove Chamber, I play Grazer. I bounce back the Simic Grove Chamber again. And I bounce the Slickshot Show. So my opponent needs to kill me from 9 life through Grazer and Titan. Which seems not trivial. Other plays would require me to get lucky. So I think I'll do that. What if I mill Otawara now? Mill a Vestige, would that have been helpful enough? I think it might have been. If I try to get lucky. For you, Titan plus bounce and Grazer is fine. 9 damage is a lot. Yeah, I think I'm fairly safe doing that. Mill the Analyst. I can't go to Yemen. I'm an Analyst. Now if I mill a Woodland, I actually can't combo. I milled the Tolaria West. Well, I guess I can replay them next turn. Okay, yeah, so that's fine. I think I should attack now. Nah, it's attack with just the I mean, I probably shouldn't attack at all. Like, seems like the chance of actually the damage actually mattering is so low. Maybe I'm wrong. I still used to mill a little, now I mill a lot. Tap Fiery Islet before tapping the Steam Vents. Very bad play. Cast Preordain. Alright, if they cast a Lightning Bolt on the Grazer and then they deal a bunch of damage to me with 3 spells, I can lose. Seems not easy to do though. Scry 2 bottom. So we should be good, right? You got a cheesesteak sandwich. Good for you. Just in case anyone was wondering. Yeah. I steal. Tu. What's the next step, Sakul Suechtam? I'm waiting for your next move. But it is not coming. Dobry ten Grazer. Quick translation for the non-Polish fans. This Grazer card is pretty good, is what my opponent said. Which, it is true, it is a key card against prowess. They play Moon. Maybe Burrow Downs versus Unholy Heat. Vexing Bauble is bad, even though it was a key Saga target this game. Icetill Explorer looked not great. Consume and explore on the draw. I guess I like to bring a pair of Dismembers. Do not die to the slick shot combo. On the play, I kind of don't care. Would rather have Explorers, I think. I'm gonna go fully down on Explore, which is unlike Canister normally, but sometimes you have to make moves. Yeah, I guess maybe. It's a bit bad. 3 Explorers? Yeah, it's unusual, I know. Fotsies? I did not expect that. Rather like splashing black. I kept a stinky hand. Sometimes I wish I had more constitution, tougher spine when it came to mulliganing, because I like to keep a shitty one. I'm like, yeah, I mean, has no, there's no reason to keep it. So let's keep it. Takes Dismember. One lander takes Dismember. Kind of interesting. Think I should Grazer. That way any land wins next turn. Maybe that's a mistake. Because if I don't Grazer and I just have 2 forests in play, the next turn I go a Lotus Field. Nah, that's never enough. I guess that might be enough if I draw a Grazer. Oh. But now if I draw a Grazer, that's still fine, I think. No, not quite. If I draw a GSZ, that's fine. If I draw any normal land, that's fine. If I draw a bounce land, that's not really all that fine, but... No, a bounce land is fine, right? I Scapeshift. I have 5 mana Scapeshift. Go to 7. 3 left. Yeah, I can loop from that. Dzień dobry is what I see people say here. Dzień dobry means good morning. Although I guess it is not day of the time specific. Leyline of Anticipation would be goated here. Is that the flash one? It really would. There are times where it would be insane. Maybe I should play one. There used to be a legacy deck called Leylines, right? It was really bad. The goal was to have 4 Leylines in play and then crop rod or draw Serra's Sanctum, and then you also needed Opalations. You attacked your opponent and they died, but it was so bad. Creature tokens get +1/+1 based. You could probably get much better ley lines now, but Suppression Field, really? That's like an odd one. I guess if you run short on ley lines in your opening hand. then you might be happy to add an extra enchantment. Why don't I play cringe gachi or whip music anymore? It's because people don't request it. Seems like my audience just grown up. A green sorcery that destroys all enchantments and gives everyone a bear for each of their destroyed enchantments. There should be more cards like that. Leyline of Anticipation. Soul Guide Lantern. Interesting. It is actually an issue. True, true, true. True, I want to Scapeshift. Doesn't feel necessarily like I do. Would be really bad against the Thoughtseize. Bolt the Grazer. Oh no. I imagine you have already gave your opinion about Icetill, but if you can give it again, I'm interested. Smiley face. Seems mostly alright against Belcher, Tron, Control, slower decks. It seems nice against Wrath of the Skies decks. You can play it and replay your Sagas. Well, against the other two, it's the Ghost Quarterlock. Against normal matchups, it seems pretty bad. Like against Prowess, Energy. Kind of doesn't really do anything too impactful. Probably belongs in the sideboard as a GSZ target if you are so inclined to play it, but I think going giga hard on it didn't really seem to pan out. What size? Okay. So it could be interesting in the sideboard. You're not sure because it does not do a lot against our friend Harbinger. That is unfortunately the bar that we cannot afford to put ourselves against. But it is not particularly helpful against Harbinger. It's kind of helpful, not much. I guess it doesn't. It cannot ever help directly against Harbinger, but I mean, like, well, Belcher does run Harbingers, yeah. Control, not necessarily. In my 4 Icetill build, I ran Life from the Loam in the sideboard to dredge over and grab back my Otawaras. But that's kind of a very wonky plan. Seems like I have to wait against this Soul Guide Lantern. Hopefully no more Thoughtsizers. Opponent had 10 life. Barely winning the race against themselves. Oh, maybe they should play a Dove Shadow. Maybe. Good suggestion. Are we double striking it up? No, we are mutagenically growing. Well, I guess maybe we are. Holy shit, I'm dead. Sad. It does seem like it is not a moon deck, it's 3 colors. And I'm on the play, so I can cut the Dismembers and Force of Vigor and just add 3 Explorers. They do have Lantern, but we're just gonna have to beat it the hard way. Unfortunate. Indeed, yes. Every single day while watching anime. You won the Dairo. Okay. 2 Summoner's Pacts, that's a bad opening hand. So I can play, yeah, this is a pretty clear mulligan. This is a pretty bad one. Any reason to keep that? Opponent also on 6 cards. What do I put back? GSZ? Explore. Spelunking. Mirrorpool. Should I play turn 2 Gruul Turf? It's a bit glacial. Turn 3 Spelunking. I think I'll go to 5, but this is on the verge of maybe being keepable. Okay, guess I'll keep that. Probably like this. This would be better with Dryad Arbor, but I can't have Dryad Arbor against a Lava Dart deck anyway, so... Maybe Bojuka Bog over GSZ, but they have Thoughtseize in their deck, so I don't want to. Kept 6. Sad. And they Thoughtseize me. Ay ay ay. Take GSZ, that's my worst card. Curious. I was expecting to lose either of the remaining 2 cards, probably Spelunking. That would leave me in a pretty fucked up spot where it's hard for me to top deck anything else than another copy of Spelunking. But I guess opponent choosing GSZ proves that keeping the GSZ in my hand was a successful ruse. Another Thoughtseize. Time to take Scapeshift this time. Right? Oh no, they learned. This is a bit awkward because, well, I also moved to 5, so Thoughtseize was super effective against me, but... Normally against Prowess, Grazer is your best card, but against Prowess with... Thoughtseize, that might not be the case. Maybe you shouldn't have said the correct line out loud, maybe. 1 mana 1/1. A Soul Guide. This is horrible. Maybe I should have brought 6 against this villain, like top decking GSZ into 6 would be awesome this turn. The Soul Guides actually pose a problem for Scapeshifts out of their deck. Amulet is a good draw. If I had a few more resources, it would be easier to win. So the mulligan to 5 is really hurting us here, but there is a chance. To top. That's scary. Da Vinci just skipping towards his song. Grazer put Vestige into play. 5 mana, Scapeshift, 1 floating, 4 lands. Lotus, Lotus, Bounce Land, T-West, Tolaria, 4, Titan. Summon Titan. Find Hanweir. Find 1 mana floating. Spend the 1 mana floating. Hanweir Bounce Land. 2 mana attack. Find Lotus Field. We only get 1 Lotus against Lantern. That's not another option. Then I keep more lands in play. Find Mirrorpool, Echoing Deeps if they don't crack the Lantern by then. If they do, then I guess I can't. I think it's pretty good to do that. Lotus Field leaves you dead. No, it doesn't. I'll show you.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Should I have incorporated Mycosynth into this line somehow? I don't think so. Can I show you the yield all option? Not right now. Well, from the combat, if I get a Mirrorpool, it doesn't leave me dead, right? Lumina would be nice. Into a Soul Guide? Not really. Like, you know, normally I would get Analyst here, but I can't because of this. I'm missing a colorless to copy with the Titan. I can't Mirrorpool actually. Somehow in my head I was able to have a colorless, but I was not. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, one short of colorless getting. Otawara. It's probably Bojuka Bog. Well, I need to pay for the Pact next turn. Saga is kind of too poor. I just need the Titan not to get hit by Unholy Heat, so I guess that's gonna be the best. Woodland or Boseiju? Woodland has 0 chance of mattering, really. Yeah, it has 0 chance of mattering, so... Bounce. Is bounce better? Bog Simic. Maybe it's better to replay the Bog next turn, but I don't know. Doesn't seem clear to me. Don't kill my Titan. I needed to live. Please don't kill my Titan. It is not that easy to unholy hit my Titan, please. I'm still at 19 life somehow. I guess my opponent never got Delirium. Fetch Crack Soul Guide into Unholy Heat Survival 2 types 2 yard Monka S. That's what I'm hoping to dodge. Also Blood Moon, I guess, but there's no way they play Blood Moon with 3 colors, don't they? Lightning Bolts. Oh yeah, they have 2 balls on my Titan. That's so sad. I guess in this scenario, a Bounce Land is better. Because then I have Bog to replay, to take their Delirium. And I have 6 mana. And now I need to top deck both a Titan and an extra land. That's sad. We need a 2/4, it would be pretty bad. Maybe 6 would be alright. But if I draw a Titan, I am in a fine spot. Bounce and make them 1/1s. Well, I boarded out the Icetill Explorer. They have a Soul Guide Lantern in play. Just bounce, bro. 12 plus 3. I don't die to the combat trick that double strikes. Just a Lightning Bolt, yeah. Sure, that alone is fine. That is 12 plus 3, so they need a Dart. Or Bolt. Or another Mutagenic. And also opponent needs not to be holding up a consign, which could be how they have that many cards. Opponent has more cards than I do because I mulligan to 5 and they didn't. Come on. Bleh. I thought they only had 1 when you passed. Well, it seems like they didn't. You don't have Tolaria, it's right here. Drew from Bauble could be... Imagine they don't have Lantern. Yeah, the Lantern was really good for my opponent here. This game, this match. Twice. Twice it wrecked me. But I can't get anything with the Scapeshift. Maybe they time out. Nice, so kurwa nice. The fuck? Yeah, you can Woodland twice. I mean, they have priority before my lands on top. I don't have Spelunking. So opponent could just exile my graveyard. Holy fucking shit. Quick. Maybe they have a Unholy Heat anyways. Lava Dart, slow roll incoming. Could be, who knows. That's all I've got. Unholy hit me, bro. Doesn't matter what I get. Wow. That was crazy. Opponent just didn't use their card. But like they had all the information, like I had no cards in hand, right? That said, I guess I keep this hand. It is a turn 3 win, potentially. Or turn 2 win after making constructs if I want to make constructs. Floodest round. So against Floodest round, I think I will play with Forest. Lush Portico? That has to be a 4-color. Oh, it's just a zoo deck. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, I was about to say that it has to be a Leyline Binding deck, and it is, it is. Could be Living End. True, true, could be Living End. Before they surveil the Ragavan. I think they do play Flooded Strand. It does make sense for them to play Flooded Strand because Generous End is their land cycler. So that's already forest cycling, so then they would play Flooded Strand. Although, not that much use in fetching a plains for them still. They should probably play Misties, right? And I don't know how much space for fetches they have in Living End. Probably enough to fit 7 or something like that. Oh, Kurka. Should I Explorer? It's not even great to play. No, it's pretty bad. Like, I don't really want to play the Vestige, right? No, I guess I can. I can play the Vestige. I'll have 5 lands. The next turn I just play the Boseiju if needed. Dzięki. I could chum block with the Icetill Explorer. The feature card of the day. Icetill Explorer. I probably shouldn't block because actually Explorer can let me play through interaction better. One mana Grazer. Yeah. Seems pretty horrible main deck. Are they tapping Arena of Glory? For a hasty monster? Scion of Draco? Scion of Draco? Maybe 2 Scions. Do I die then? No, not hasting. Discard fetch. Discard Null Drifter. Alright, I'm taking it then. I'll die to 2 balls. Seems fine. And if they play Null Drifter there, they play Consigns. We should try to beat Consign. 2 mana. Plage. Keep up a Lush Portico. That's it? Doorkeeper's 2 as well, I agree. Doorkeeper's Trull. Teach by example plus flame skill 2. I don't know what are you talking about. Binding. Thank you for your input. I appreciate it. Are we going to see Katniki? Katniki at all this stream? No. They are in the other room. Yield to all. Well, they could have another wire Leyline Binding, then I guess they win. Tap, tap, tap. No nie, kurwa. Resolves. Did the fat cat accommodate dog well? Fat cat? They're both fat. Actually, they are way less fat now. I have changed their diet. And they eat way better now. And they are still kind of accommodating. What card would you Stonebrain versus Amulet if you have a Torpor Orb? I would Stonebrain myself to not have the stupid idea of putting that idiot card into my deck. Milling the guy is good or bad here. It's fine, it's fine. Your cat killed and brought a sparrow inside today. That's rough for the sparrow. I actually have nothing. Smiley face. Is it a combo? It is. Icetill not timer friendly. It's not too bad. The Icetill abilities are gonna stack on top of my amulets. I guess you won't get to see that. Dismember times 3. Let's actually bring the green idiots. How many basics can their deck play, really? Let's find out. 1. Yeah, I've seen versions with 1. I've seen versions with 2 as well. This is gonna be a 65 card deck if I bring all the green monsters and don't want to cut anything, but I guess that is the case. So it's fine, it's fine. Pies dziewczyna. I actually had nothing, smiley face. Force of Vigor match. Name one relevant target for Force of Vigor in their deck. Actually, no, the exercise is to name 2 relevant targets because they will have multiples. They have to have multiples for your force to be like really beneficial to cast, right? Fable, okay, still waiting. I guess I'll keep this. It's a bit weak, but Grazer can be premium and on the draw. Stops Ragavan pretty well. He also mold, so that's pretty good. Binding and Torpor Orb and Draco. Torpor Orb, probably not in their deck. Binding, I already am over-prepared for with Boseiju's. And Draco is likely boarded out because it sucks against Amulet, doesn't do anything. Leyline, they probably board out. Like, it's giga reasonable out of the Zoo deck to board out Leyline and Draco because those cards don't do jack against Amulet. You don't need the lifelink on your guys, you don't need the hexproof. And you don't need the mana fixing. You have a dog now? I do, yeah. It was it was Tofuleg barking. Tofuleg got quite angry. Oh no, I should have played the land first. Now I can get stabbed. Chad, we can do a dog reveal if you haven't seen Teo yet. You should replace Kulak with new doggo for sure. Kulak has to be replaced. I wonder how his life is right now. I actually have no idea. Kulak flew off to Ireland and now that's where it lives. Where he lives. Good draw, a land. Play Titan. Sure he's happy. I'm pretty sure he's happy as well. I wonder how his leg is because Kulak had a broken leg, which he was just walking with for years until we took him, and then we took him to the vet who actually operated him and fixed his leg. But it took, you know, last time I've seen Kulak, it was not fully healed still. So he was kinda using his leg a little bit more often than before, but not too much. Alright, see, opponent decided to keep a 4 mana Sign of Draco in their deck, so too bad I don't have a Force of Negation Vigor. I have 1 basic in play. I milled Ghost Quarter so I can start hitting their lands next turn for the lulz. Doorkeeper Troll. Show me your basics. Mountain! Come on, that's kind of absurd. But I guess they only have blue-red mana now. Whoa, no hits, so unlucky. GG says opponent. Oh no, do they have a combo? Oh no, I won. Okay. Is Flute good in the matchup of Eldrazi Tron and Amulet help? Well, is it a matchup where you're most at the danger of losing early? Keeping mono 7 drops in your Tron deck is kind of useless because what good is Eugen, especially if it's in your hand, right? Should there exist a command for the 5 to challenge similar to the free one prelim? there was one like that. Tiebreakers, 61.11. We can get their chat, I believe. Maybe not. The issue is that if we get there, then that means we are not playing peak with Ginger.